All right, everyone. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. All right, now here's a video that I'm sure everyone will find interesting. The video deals with a state representative that is taking the fight to the frauditors. Yes, you heard me correctly. A state rep that I'm taking a guess has been informed of these frauditors acting stupid at government location and is now going to try to put something together. I'm taking a guess, a law or something like that. I've seen it in the comments. We've all made that, we've thrown it out there that these frauditors, the shit that they do, they're fighting for change supposedly, but the way they're going about it, they're going to end up, it's going to backfire, let's say, and they're going to add more laws that's going to hurt everybody, okay? Now, mind you, again, I say, apparently this state representative has been informed of the actions of these frauditors. Okay, we all know these frauditors when they go into government locations, the stupid shit that they do, all in the name of making a video that they know their subscribers are going to watch and give them their thumbs ups, and this way they can make a day's pay. Well, let's just say that we have a frauditor who calls himself Accountability for All, aka Josh Abrams. Now, there is a news clipping, a news video clip here that I'm going to put at the end of this video that I want you to see of Josh, okay? Just to show you an example of the shit that Josh does, okay? As we all know, frauditors, like I said before in the beginning of the video, frauditors, when they go into these government locations, they intentionally start shit with the public employees so they can cause drama, right? So that their subscribers get off on this shit, okay? Now, the kick in the ass is when they get a public employee that pushes back, that doesn't put up with their shit, oh, they cry victim. They cry victim, and the next thing you know, they want to put in a complaint on that public employee. They seriously got it in their head that because they are public employees, that they're supposed to just stand there and suck up the abuse that they give them. And let me just say personally, okay, regardless that my taxes are funding my city hall or any government location in my neighborhood, I could not imagine me going into any one of these locations and expect that public employee just stand there and take my me belittling them, let's say, okay, me talking trash to them and not expect to get something in return, okay? And that's the attitude that these frauditors have. They truly believe that because an individual is getting paid by tax funds or whatsoever, that the people have the right to talk to them like shit, and they're supposed to just keep their mouth shut. And it just doesn't work that way, okay? If there is some kind of law or rule that they're not supposed to fight back, well, shit, that has to change. But let me show you a little, this is one of Josh's videos of an interaction that he had with a public employee, disrespectful in my opinion, and then the public employee pretty much at the end of the little conversation interaction that he had with Josh told him to go fuck off. And excuse the language, ladies, but I gotta be blunt with this video here because Josh honestly is a piece of work, truly a piece of work. Let me show you this small clip to give you an example of Josh's personality, what he considers so-called audits. Let's check it out real quick.
Hello, how we doing? How are you today?
Good, who are you?
Hey, hello.
I'm me. What are you up to? Making sure the work's done there?
Yeah.
Perfect. People getting good service here today? Public's getting good representation today?
Who are you with?
Yeah, I'm with him.
Who are you?
I'm with him.
Yeah, we're both together. We came separately but are currently together now.
But
So-
not together.
Not together like that, which would be fine if we were because it's
That's not no judgment.
no judgment, but yeah, just trying to answer your question in as much detail as possible.
That wasn't much.
Oh. pretty much gave you the whole rundown. What else would you like to know?
What's on your badge there?
I'm an investigative journalist.
Investigative
This
journalist?
is Leroy Truth Investigations.
Yeah, he investigates the truth.
Looking for the truth. How our public officials act, and are they transparent? Are they corrupt? Are they representing the people properly? Do they act like emperors and kings and do TikTok dances? And
Why don't you want to come down and see the city manager?
Oh, we were already down there.
yeah, we wanted to see him actually, but we heard.
What
he was
about that?
already
What
in
about
Florida.
that mayor? Is he a good mayor?
You guys go. I got work to do.
No, I can't go. I'm good right here, though. I appreciate you asking. So, what about that mayor, though? Like, is he a good mayor for the people?
Go.
No, this is a public office, so I can't be trespassed. I haven't committed a crime, so I'm engaging in a constitution-protected activity, gathering content for a story, and your job is to assist the people. So, I'm asking you about your office and
Where do
your
you
mayor.
live?
I live at my house. Thanks
Okay.
for asking.
No. How about what town?
It's not a town. It's a city.
Okay. What city?
It's next door to the 3 neighboring cities that I border on.
Well, then I don't work for you then. So you can leave.
Well, you do. You do. Because, this place receives federal taxes and federal assistance, and I pay federal taxes, and you do work for the people. I mean, my question is pretty simple. We would have been out of here already. I was just asking you if the mayor is a good mayor for the people. That's all, man.
I don't know. I've only probably talked to him 3 times in my life. I'm an engineer, so I don't really get involved with the politics.
We're just asking folks because he's instead of being in the city right now and making sure that the walkway isn't slick with ice with people falling all over it, he's doing TikTok videos in Florida talking about knocking people out and making fun of the citizens that he represents. So I was just asking folks what they
I've never seen any of that. So
get. Okay, guess what I got? Or maybe I don't know. And it's probably the wrong guy. It's probably not him. It's probably not him.
He likes to play catch.
Is that him?
I asked him, can you catch these
That's
hands?
him.
He said yes, so I fucking hit him. What is the problem? He likes to play catch. I asked him, can you catch these hands? He said yes, so I fucking hit him. What is the problem?
What do you think about that?
what do you guys think about leaving?
I'm not really thinking about it right now, to be
All
perfectly
right.
honest.
Yeah, let me get a hold of the cops and they'll be taken out.
How much you want to bet that won't happen? Do you wanna make a bet on that, sir?
I'm not betting, man.
Well, that's good. If you don't bet, you can't lose, and you wouldn't be losing this one. Threatened to call the cops on American citizens in a public building. What's your name? Because now we can go do a records request.
Yeah, go do records request.
Oh, I can wait a second. I don't need to run there.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure why people call the cops all the time.
Yeah.
Instead of just men hashing it out and just communicating.
Yeah,
We're completely nonviolent, no ill will.
yeah.
Well, you wouldn't tell me who the hell you are.
I don't have to identify to you.
If you ask me who
I don't have to
was,
give up my Fourth Amendment right to make you feel special and warm inside. Do you get
No.
that?
I just have some things here that might be confidential.
And I'm not looking at your paperwork. I don't care for your paperwork or what's on
You guys
it.
are filming everything.
And guess what? This is the people's building. We have every right to film something, everything, nothing. We have freedom of the press. We're journalists gathering content for a story. We've even been kind enough to explain to you part of that story. And you're trying to tell us that our right to be secure in our persons, our papers, and our effects, and to have to answer your questions or be secure in the limitation of our answers under the Fifth Amendment, we need to do that because you like to feel warm and cozy and cuddly inside. Do you want my ID, man? Can I give you my ID or my birth
I
certificate?
don't even want it.
What about my social security number? My firstborn child? Would you like that?
I got a kid.
Okay. Well, I just didn't know if there was anything else you wanted. Like, if I'm going to give up one of my rights for you to feel good, I'll give up all of them. Yeah. I'm going to have to go do records. What's your name, man?
I don't have one.
You don't have a name.
No.
Oh, that's
My
interesting.
mother hated me. I must have been a tough birth.
Well, I mean, I can, not for nothing, I can kind of understand her sentiments just a bit.
Well, there's a name for people who have no name. It's called Seminon.
Yeah.
It's no names backwards.
I'm going to have to figure out this gentleman's name so we can do our records request. He's trying to prohibit a Freedom of Information Act request.
Right. We're just here in a public building, in a publicly accessible area.
Oh, there it is. Andrew. Andrew McPherson.
There we go.
Andrew McPherson is the one that's trying to violate our rights today.
Yeah, we're just talking, just we don't want to find out.
I'm going to go do a records request.
Okay, yeah, go do that. Get out of here.
Listen, you're in my office. You don't tell me to get out of my office. This is the people's office in the people's building. The people pay the bills here. Your laptop's on because the people pay for it.
Go on. Out.
Not gonna happen. I'm working on my story.
Oh.
Shh.
I mean, shit.
Shh. Shh. You're interrupting me. Shh.
You guys are fucking weirdos. That's what you are. Come on.
That's how you behave?
Come on. Get out.
Put your hands on me, man.
I'll put your hands on me. I'll throw you out.
You will? Would you like to hold? You go ahead, hold this phone. You're gonna act violent, so you know where you're gonna go? A jail cell shortly after I defend myself.
Can you guys just go find somebody else that is amused by your freaking journalism?
Andrew, sit down.
No.
Sit down. Sit down. Now that we've gone through Andrew's idle threats and threats of violence, now we're gonna have to go speak to the city manager's office. We're gonna figure this out. So you can close the door, but we'll be right back. Andrew. There you go. Close the door. Leave that open. There you go. Close the door, Andrew.
Huh?
Close your door, Andrew.
No,
Close it. Close your mouth when you're talking to me.
get the fuck out.
Close your. Oh, get the fuck out of here. That's acceptable behavior by a public servant.
All right, so I think we could all agree that Josh was pretty much an asshole towards this public employee. An asshole for no reason, okay? No reason other than to be an asshole to make a video that his subscribers would get off on, okay? Now, mind you, the door was closed, okay? Don't know if his office is open to the public. Just because it's in City Hall doesn't mean every office there is open to the public, okay? That individual there was the city engineer for that city, okay? Now, mind you, Josh just walked in there. He noticed the employee was working, not bullshitting. He was working, okay? And instead of being respectful, hey, I'd like to interview you or whatever, he right off the bat coming out with stupid questions, let's say, okay? And after the individual employee realized that these guys are a joke, this ain't nothing serious or whatever, told him to get out, okay? I think he has every right to do so. And then that bullshit of Josh telling him to shh, like SGV's got that nasty habit of telling a grown-up, a grown individual, shh, and all that bullshit. That's disrespectful. In my book, that's truly disrespectful. Now, mind you, at the very end of the interaction, yes, I don't think anybody could say that that employee was being an ass by telling him to go F off, okay? I think I would have did a lot more than telling him to go F off, okay? But let me just say, and I'm not going to play it, okay? Josh turned around and went to the city manager, complained about that employee, just cried victim, period. Cried victim. And then the kick in the ass is the city employee. I mean, I don't know if you want to call it that he threw his co-worker under the bus or whatever, but let's just say that he had the public employee go apologize to Josh. And let me say, I don't think he had. It should have been the other way around, if anything. Okay? And this is the shit that these guys do. Come on now. I think we all see through their bullshit. These guys are not doing anything good for nobody. Okay? Let's check out this news report here from Fox 61. Okay? And it'll explain a lot more what I was talking about the state rep. I could imagine it's about damn time the government start taking these assholes serious, okay? And just keep in mind, Josh made comments that if this state rep passes anything that's going to limit what these frauditors can do in government location, let's just say the comments that he made was going to stir up shit, that a shitload of frauditors were going to descend on that particular city. Let's jump into that news clip, and you'll get a better understanding what I'm talking about.
Well, Connecticut is, of course, called the Constitution State, and this is an issue that's fundamental to our very democracy. The First Amendment of the Constitution, freedom of speech and freedom of the press. Shortly before Christmas, a team of First Amendment auditors entered the Ridgefield Town Hall with their cameras and started interacting with government officials.
Can you please shut that off?
No, it's silly.
What do you mean no? Get out of here.
Ridgefield public employee Patricia Pacheco eventually hit the panic button under her desk as the interaction between Pacheco and auditor Josh Abrams escalated.
Oh, ma'am, it's not going to be good. Don't do that. You're going to look very... Oh, all right, ma'am. All right. You're going to have to call someone now. Unfortunately, she's in trouble.
Ridgefield police responded and charged Pacheco with disorderly conduct.
We go in and we want to flex our rights and stress test the Constitution.
But State Representative Pat Callahan is looking into crafting state law to limit auditor access. He told Fox 61 he believes there's an ulterior motive.
Let's not even call them First Amendment people. What they're doing is trying to start a fight. If they were really interested in information, they certainly could pick up the phone and make an appointment with any of the departments at these town halls that they're trying to visit, and not come in and put their phone, an inch from your nose and try and provoke you.
But Abrams, who runs a YouTube channel called Accountability for All, told Fox 61 that while he does make money off the clicks, it's about the education.
It is a balance, but I can tell you one thing, that myself or many of the other large channels that do what I do, they never sacrifice the integrity of this movement for clicks and views.
Abrams responded to the idea of a state law putting rules on the Constitution.
It's a very dangerous precipice when the government has the ability to be the arbiter of who can and cannot exercise their rights.
During many of these encounters, police are called.
It's really mutual respect. If you show up and give anybody you're dealing with the respect that they deserve, you're going to get it back.
Ridgefield police told us they conduct internal training on First Amendment rights.
We advise the public and all the other town agencies to do the same internally, is to educate their employees on First Amendment rights, because we know they could show up any day at any time.
Ridgefield police tell us these auditors know to stick to the public areas. As for that public employee, she was given the chance to apologize and avoid a charge. She refused, but her disorderly conduct charge was eventually dropped. Callahan admitted it's difficult to be able to craft a law that would still be in line with the Constitution, while Abrams told Fox 61 that if this does become a law, it would be, quote, as good as the paper it's written on. Reporting in Ridgefield, Matt Caron, Fox 61 News.
All right, so let me just say that little comment that Josh Abrams made, believe it or not, I've mentioned this before, guys. In my opinion, these guys are trying to stir up a revolution, okay? Whether you guys want to think I'm being overly dramatic or not, that's your opinion. I honestly believe that these guys are trying to stir up a revolution. These guys are just... I don't know. There's a hidden agenda within this so-called movement, and eventually we're going to find out, and I hope we don't find out the hard way, okay? But again, I think we can all agree that these frauditors, all they are doing is causing drama. They are not, I think we all know this by now, they're not doing anything good for the people. This is all, and you can't even say that it's just for the clicks and the views, regardless that a lot of them are surviving by the money that they're making off of YouTube, but there isn't a hidden agenda. I say a lot of these videos are, in a way, recruiting people, okay? Once they feel that they have a shit, I don't know, there's not an exact number. That's something that I think we have to take into consideration. To get an exact number of how many frauditors throughout the United States, okay? There's a lot of newbies out there, truly a lot of newbies. Every day there's one or two people every day starting this frauding career, okay? So it would be nice to get some, like a certain account the amount of frauditors that we have throughout the United States. I'm thinking, again, some of you might think I've been watching too many conspiracy shows or whatever, but I honestly feel some of these videos are being used as a recruiting method, okay? And again, I say these videos, in my opinion, are trying to turn the people against the government as well as law enforcement. I mean, we know a few of these frauditors who have openly admitted they want to live in a society with no police and no government, damn it. Okay, let's open our eyes. Let's start taking this shit serious. I think some of you know, listening and reading the comments and all that, I think some of us still believe that this is harmless. These are just people out there doing this shit just for the almighty dollar, which is true in a sense, but you got to look at the big picture. There is a hidden agenda there that we're not concentrating on, damn it. Honestly, again, some of you may think I'm being overly dramatic, and I hope I'm wrong. I truly am. I hope I'm wrong. Okay, I would rather be wrong than to find out down the road that shit, I was right, and something's gonna pop off where I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Let me know your thoughts on the video, and I'll see you in my next video.